So, going there now. And we're here. So let's head on in and see what's up. And chances are the travel between where we were before and here is probably going to be either edited out or time-lapsed because it was boring and I didn't talk much. So those are two key criteria for when I will edit out or time-lapse something, and both were met.
General, my forces are on the way.
Glad to hear it. An agent with SIS is bringing us the latest intel on Master Tal Braga. In the meantime, we should form a battle plan to drive the Empire from this sector. It's running riot here. Lagrem Thrakis is one of the chief suppliers of the Republic's war effort. She owns half the facilities in Labor Valley.
The Empire appropriated my weapon factories. They're stealing billions of credits worth of firepower.
What sort of armament is the Empire taking?
My factories produce everything from personal blasters to capital ship torpedoes. The Empire is looting all of it.
I recommend devoting all Jedi forces to removing the enemy from those weapon factories. We certainly need munitions more than the Empire. It's a priority signal from the Supreme Chancellor. Excuse me.
There is more to this than weapons, you know. The Empire also seized my company's base of operations. I want it back. If you were to allocate forces towards liberating my corporate offices, I'd be extremely grateful. And I do mean personally.
What is it you're after? This isn't the kind of offer you make at the drop of a hat, exactly.
Why would the Empire raid your corporate offices?
I've never trusted Corellia's banking system. I convert all my company's monetary reserves into precious resources. Many are hidden beneath the offices. The Empire hasn't found my resources yet, but given enough time, they will. There's no telling what they could do with all that wealth. I run a multi-trillion credit corporation. If you help me, you won't be disappointed with your reward.
I don't think so. See, lady, we don't take bribes, and that's what you're trying to get us to do.
Never seen this many Jedi in one place. Blasted impressive. If we're going to retake those weapon factories, your people need to go now.
Yeah, you're right about that. We need to get going, and we are not saving the fucking offices.
I want those weapon factories cleared of all Imperial forces. Don't let the enemy escape with any munitions.
General Varsuthra, we've learned the Jedi traitor Tal Braga has sent a strike team to destroy Labor Valley.
Destroy Labor Valley? That would need quite a weapon.
What could destroy this entire sector?
The Sith have invaded a chemical refinery to create an improvised bomb. The explosion will release a massive toxic cloud. That cloud will kill everyone here and drift into the adjacent sectors, potentially millions of fatalities.
That would include the Sith, though.
A weapon that indiscriminately kills friend and foe alike. The Sith are on a suicide mission.
I'd rather put them out of our misery personally. How do we do that?
We still don't know which chemical refinery the Sith have, but we do know which chemicals they're gathering. Shutting down all the chemical pipelines feeding the refineries won't stop the Sith. However, it will give away their location.
Contact me when it's done. May the Force be with you all.
shut down pipelines. That's our personal mission, whereas the rest of our forces are going to be nice and busy with their objective of taking these weapon factories and screw the CEO and her fucking offices to hell, by the way. Have I mentioned that? I might have done. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll be shutting these down. Also, apparently I'm going in the wrong direction. Well done, me. Well done indeed. Now, let's get to it and find out where they're trying to chemical bomb this entire area from. Apparently the Emperor is getting desperate to be able to wipe out all life in the galaxy. He's resorting to chemical weapons.
There.
I mean, his attempts on Voss and Belsavis were a lot more impressive than chemical weapons. I mean, mass overload of an ancient reactor with enough power to wipe out an entire star system? That's a lot more impressive. As well as unleashing an ancient force of unspeakable evil on Voss that would wipe out all life on the planet. It's because it's some form of unspeakable evil. Those attempts were much more impressive than just using chemical weapons to kill a lot of people. The Emperor must be running out of ideas if he's already resorting to chemical weapons. Alright then. Speaking of those chemical weapons, we need to get them shut down pronto. Because, unimaginative or not, they're still a threat. And we don't want to have this entire valley flooded with chemical weapons. That's going to be a problem that we certainly will not be able to solve in time. So, kill these droids, please.
There, good as nails.
Droids, and we're golden. Get back on your bike, please. We have a couple of objectives very nearby, and I'm going to hit them in order of proximity, as I usually do with things like this. I'm going in the wrong direction. Well done, me. That guy wasn't going to get out of my way in time. And he feels the need to fling us to a different location like that. Have I mentioned how much of a pain in the ass that particular ability is? Just getting thrown like that. Because it's quite a pain to be dealing with. Now they're attacking us. But they're also too slow to keep up and do any real form of attacking. So I'm faster than them, therefore they can't hit me. Now, on our way to get the first of these plants. Okay. I'm not even going to bother getting the bonus here. We'll just fight the materials I need to fight. yet. Here's our objective. Not too far from here. I'm not going to make the effort to knock out every little enemy in here that actually attack. 90 Knight. That's the first pipeline shut down. Now watch the Empire reveal their location. Like rank amateurs, which they are, I might add. Very amateurish and predictable when it comes to things like this. At least people like Sogohi and General Varsuthra, who know how the Empire operates relatively well. For your average citizen, it's probably not as predictable as I'm implying right now. Still fairly predictable though, and they could probably even figure it out with enough help. Okay. What's our destination up there? Not well in combat, eh? I actually didn't know that you couldn't go into a new phase while in combat, but it makes sense, I guess. We're in the middle of tearing up these droids. They don't want us to just skip a battle by going into a phase. Makes sense, even if it kind of annoys me. Like some other things, where I can acknowledge that it makes sense from a certain point of view, but I don't like it. For example, strategy games where a rebellion wins, you automatically make peace with the rebels. Which I despise. And I'm not going to elaborate on that. You already know what I'm talking about, great. Otherwise, I'm not going to go into details. If you die, eliminator droids, you will outlive your purpose, which is to stand there and be meat shields to kill when I finally turn up, and then respawn when another Jedi Knight character turns up. Alrighty then. That is 2/3 of the pipes. Time to kill up the security droids, just because reasons. I will lose them fairly easily because I move fast on this bike. They don't move so fast on foot. Even if they do move faster than humans, they can't keep up with a speeder bike. Makes my life a hell of a lot easier, to be sure. And here is the next place for our shutting downness. go. Going to skirt around those couple of buffoons. Okay, so I can't use that yet. It's 25, 30. I'll probably actually try and get this bonus because I'm so close to it. Even though I don't normally bother with that. I think I will here. Make the effort to get the bonus objective. Because I'm basically almost there. Just need to kill 3 more of these droids. Use my personal holocom. We have a phone call to take now. Probably General Varsuthra.
General, I've shut down the chemical pipelines.
Stand by. Agent Helver is collating the data. Did you run into much trouble out there?
A bit.
Toxic smoke, killer droids, enemy patrols, the usual.
Is it me, or have you grown a sense of humor?
It's not you.
We're getting something. One of
He's
the chemical
definitely
plants
grown a
was
sense of
siphoning
humor.
accelerite. We found our Sith bomb makers. I'm sending the coordinates to you and your strike team now. They'll meet you inside. Hurry!
Saxon Chemical Refinery. And like idiots, the Sith reveal where they are located. Thank you. You have made my life so much easier. I do appreciate it. So, don't stop making my life easier. Feel free to surrender while you're at it. I might even consider accepting. I'm in a good mood right now. And now, hop back on that speeder bike. Head off to our destination. But right now, I don't want these to be confusing me, so I'll stop tracking everything but my main story objective, just to make life a little easier. And here it is, the main story. All the systems. And yet, this place is really in bad shape right now. Let's not stick around too long, if you don't mind. A Sith Master, or is this Master in air quotations? Probably, considering how fast this is going down. Yep, that wasn't an actual Sith Master. Sith that gave himself the title Master to try and be cool or something. Same here. And I can't say I'm too impressed by this. Who doesn't seem to even understand the basic rule of combat, that being, don't die. More droids that need smashing. I swear. Yeah, if I could invent a new title for this game, I think I'd recommend Droid Smasher. Because I spend a ridiculous amount of time smashing droids. It's quite fun, really. None of these droids are even remotely competent in any way, shape, or form.
You're fine.
Get us in there, please.
I'll get us through this door. Hang on.
Watch your backs! They're flanking us!
That's a lot of Sith. Really, a lot of Sith. But it's not going to change anything. They are still going down. Ambush dealt with. More Sith up ahead that need to die. Apparently the Emperor has done his usual thing of infest the people who are going to help him with insanity. I've said it once and I'll say it again. These people actually think the Emperor's plan of committing mass genocide and wiping out all life in the galaxy is going to be good. They actually support that plan. Which just proves they are and utterly bonkers. Because no sane, sentient being would actually support such a thing. In fact, the sane person would probably decide that the Emperor has gone batshit insane and they need to kill him to stop the galaxy from ending. Seeing as you don't want the galaxy to end. Well, normal, stable people who aren't batshit crazy do, that is, but these people work for the Emperor and support his mad, lunacy and ridiculous stuff that he's trying, and so, yeah, they're crazy. What can I say?
You're fine.
They are absolutely crazy in the worst possible way. So no wonder they support him. He's also a stark raving lunatic, so they support their fellow stark raving lunatic. This shouldn't surprise me, but it does. Down goes Lord Argos. He was not a challenge in any way. Disable the console.
General, the chemical plant is
There
ours.
we go.
The Sith never finished their bomb.
After all our time together, I never expected anything less. Your Jedi army sent the Empire packing. Every weapon factory in the sector is now ours, and we're turning those munitions against the enemy. Even better, there were no casualties among your people. It's a rock-solid victory.
No casualties. That's the best news we've had in weeks.
I'm glad my people are safe. I know this must have been hard on them.
They looked pretty green when they first arrived, but they're gaining confidence. Republic forces have just engaged the Empire in the Axial Park sector. The fighting is heavy, and SIS reports plenty of Sith activity.
Well, we know Master Braga isn't here.
I already have people in Axial Park at these coordinates. I'll alert the other Jedi to meet you there. Marsuthra, out.
Okay. No sense waiting around. The Republic's obviously in need of help. And what's this now?
Congratulations. You saved all my weapon factories at the expense of my company's assets. The Empire stole all our precious resources. My company lost billions to those scum. Farewell, Jedi.
Oh, boo fucking who? See, this is why we don't want to deal with corporate types. They are a bunch of self-obsessed little pricks that care about nothing but their freaking bottom line. Go to hell, lady. I'm not gonna be crying over your damn assets, that's for sure. Republic base. That's where we want to go. Or Axial Park. Maybe Axial Park. Yeah, I'm gonna fast travel there, and we'll head to our objective from that point. Okay. Where to now? That way, apparently.
Everywhere I look, there were beasts bursting out of cages.
We got to pet the animals. Kill them, Dad.
Okay. Off to the Corellian Science Museum to meet up with one of our Jedi allies and help against the Empire in another sector. See, this is why we should never have become a super famous Jedi hero. Everyone freaking wants our help. It's like being Commander Shepard all over again. Nobody wants to do anything themselves. They always ask for the hero's help. This is why you don't want to become a hero, folks, because everyone wants your help. And you never get any time for yourself. Never. But, let's get off that topic for now. Our allies are up ahead, and we obviously have a meeting to attend to.
There shouldn't be any argument. The Republic is here to save the people of Corellia. Period.
We're here to win a war, Senator. What good is saving lives if we lose the blasted planet?
Okay. I got here at the back end of this argument, obviously, so for the benefit of the person who just arrived, back up and start over.
What's going on here? Who are you people?
Colonel reports to Varthusra, Senator's leader.
The Empire sent
Corellia's
extermination
government.
patrols to our medical evacuation sites. Those murdering scum slaughtered our wounded. Now the Empire's rewarding the killers with parties and medals. They're celebrating in plain sight, taunting us before they're shipped back home. We need to strike back before that filth leaves Corellia. Put some fear in the Empire.
Okay, Senator, what do you think we should do?
I won't make any decisions without hearing the Senator's request.
Thousands of Corellian citizens are being kidnapped and forced to serve the Empire. We have to free them.
Those citizens are being kidnapped from your prisons. They're criminals.
No. They're in custody awaiting trial. They are innocent until proven guilty, and we cannot abandon them to the enemy.
And Una, what do you think we should do? I mean, you must have an opinion on this.
Which mission would make the best use of our people?
Supreme Commander, we've received advanced combat gear from Balmora. If you commit men to my cause, we'll equip you to better face the enemy.
That's outrageous. You're attempting to bribe this Jedi.
That is insulting and incorrect, Senator. I'm adding to the Supreme Commander's knowledge. He'll make the final call.
Bribery. Colonel, I was already dubious about your plan to get revenge and basically screw with the Empire, or to make yourself feel better. But then you tried to bribe me. So any chance that you had of me succeeding, which was already slim to none, has just evaporated. Congratulations. We are saving the civilians. Deal with it.
Your revenge will have to wait, Colonel. I'm committing all my forces to rescuing the civilians.
Thank you. I'll provide coordinates to the Imperial slave camps. We'll have transport standing by to evacuate our people once they're free.
Insert bitching from the Colonel
General
here.
said you were here to help us. I was misinformed. Our science advisor is waiting for you. He has information on that rogue Jedi you're after.
Oh, boo fucking who. You don't get your revenge. This is me not caring. Your idea to commit all our forces to taking revenge was a stupid one anyways, Colonel. I wouldn't have agreed to it, even if the other guy's plan was even dumber, quite frankly. Which it wasn't, by the way. Dr. Gudera. Wow. Corellia really is a reunion of old friends sort of planet these days, isn't it?
Haven't seen you since Darth Angral became a cloud of random molecules. Glad you joined the festivities. This gathering is long overdue.
Really? Well, what are you doing here? I mean, this isn't exactly a retirement home.
Dr. Godera, this is a war zone. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Honestly, who is going to target a science museum? Besides, the General's best men are guarding me. My probe droids have been hunting for your Master Braga. They've found enemy activity in 2 buildings bordering Axial Park. Teams of Sith under Master Braga's command are setting up turbo lasers in the building's topmost floors. They're camouflaging the weapons from view.
Really? Well, that sounds an awful lot like an attempt at a sneak attack.
Whatever they're planning, it's designed to be a surprise.
Turbo lasers are codenamed Firestorm, an adaptation of the technology from Darth Angral's superweapon, lethal and focused. Those turbo lasers will make Axial Park a literal inferno. There would be no survivors.
That's what they're after, I'm afraid. Everyone
dead. The
dead.
Emperor wants to inflict maximum fatalities here. We need to take out those weapons fast.
Demolitions and transport have been secured. All we need is a small commando group. I'm told you can provide that.
Yes, I can indeed. You'll have your commando group. Just get that stealth.
Just point us at the targets.
Republic military transports can't
Apparently
get
we're
off the
doing
ground
the
here,
dealing
but
with.
there's an Imperial assault shuttle on display at a Starship museum nearby. The enemy doesn't know the Corellians have it. They'll mistake the assault shuttle for one of their own. You'll fly directly to your targets.
Impressive plan, Doctor. Let's put it into action.
One last thing. I've modified some proton torpedoes into explosive charges. Drop one down a turbo laser's barrel and you'll fuse it shut. Weapon neutralized. Get to the shuttle. Stop the Sith before they turn this park into a giant cookout. Good luck.
Alright. The people were working. Alright, our Jedi forces have the civilian rescue well in hand. And we have to stop yet another of the Emperor's plans to destroy the galaxy. This time, wipe out the entire sector with modified turbo lasers built from Darth Angral's superweapon. If you remember the Desolator that he had built as the main gun of his flagship. The thing he used to pretty much destroy Euphrates, if that helps. Anyways, now we are on our way to this destination, and it's going to be a long while to get there. So, I am going to pause the recording here, and I will resume once we are at our destination.